Hi! I'm even early today. Woohoo! Oh, shoot. I forgot something. Hold on. Hold, please. Hi. How's it going? Okay. I'm on. It's good. It's going. Welcome to the fucking yoga company. No, not that kind of yoga. I do apologize. I sent out an email, so I'm going to go reiterate that. I think somebody emailed me back, so let me just real quick double check what's going on. Hey, hi, this is Evening Yoga. If you haven't been listening or reading, haven't been tuning in live or reading the newsletters, which you really should be checking your spam folder for. Blog posts and newsletters, those are what come out at the beginning of the month. So, there's another one coming out tomorrow with, and then a lot of you of my Sustaining and Loyalty members are going to get your links in addition for the starting in October, because tomorrow is October 1st. What the hell? I was emailing everybody from the street. All right, I'm on. We're in. It's happening. I'm going to no, that's not going to work. All right, well, you're either going to tune in or tune out or not. We all work from home because of the pandemic, and we're trying to sell the house. So we're living in a model home, essentially, which means we have to clean every day, which is like death by razor cuts for me. The secret to a clean house is to clean every day. One. Two, we had 2 offers, and then as soon as we were getting ready to, like, literally they sent the offer, and as we were getting ready to accept, and they pulled the offer. So there's that. So that's been fun. And 3, we get these weird clusters of showings mostly on Wednesdays. So we're supposed to have 4 showings starting at 4 o'clock. And this last showing, there was a showing from 6:15 to 6 to 6:30. I don't know. There was a showing from 6 to 6:15 maybe, and then from 6:15 to 6:45. The people at the 6 o'clock showing just stayed. They just stayed. Those are the people that I was waiting for them to leave. And we didn't notice that there were other people waiting, and those people actually just left because it was past their showing time. So talk about a dick move. So I had 3 showings, and 1 showing that they were kind of rudely prevented from seeing the house. Anyway, and we had to go somewhere for 3 hours. So we went over to Peculiar Brewing in the Mill Tavern building and had appetizers and a couple beers because we had to sit there for 3 hours. Number one, well, I'm back to counting. Okay, so I've had two beers. I'm just going to tell you that. So it is boozy yoga tonight, right? I just broke my rule. Yoga first, booze later. But I've had 2 beers, so it's going to be drunk yoga tonight. No, I'm not drunk, but I'm not feeling any pain, and I'm full of snacky food because we got some appetizers from Mill Tavern ordered up to the Peculiar Brewery, which is actually very tasty. And guys, they have a great patio. So there's my endorsement. Peculiar Brewing in the old mill building. Really tasty beer, no food, great patio. Anyway. And then we came home just in time for me at 6:45 to run into the house. And that's when we noticed all of the backlog of people. So first of all, there were people still in the house, and then the people waiting for the showing, and Finton, shush, and now, shush, and Finton. It's a freaking circus around here. Okay. Anyway, I just blazed in. They kind of were standing in the driveway, chit-chatting, and I kind of had to blaze by them and say, hey, sorry, I need you to get the hell out because I got to go teach yoga. I didn't say that. You know I didn't, but I was thinking it. Hi, how are you all? Welcome to evening yoga. This is the last one to bed is a rotten egg yoga. And I am full of beer and food, so it's always a bad idea before class. But I had nothing else to do. All right, we're going to start in seated position, whatever that works for you. Comfortable seated position can be legs out, one leg in, one leg out. Ooh, I'm already feeling that adductor. From Pilates the other night, Pilates was kind of beat me up. I happen to be comfortable sitting like this, so it works for me. If you're going to sit in pleasant seated pose, I would ask that you're not stacking your ankles because that reinforces imbalance. Having a hot flash, slightly buzzed, full of appetizers. Oy! It's going to be a fun class tonight. All right, let's pull our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. Where are you already experiencing some response? It is midweek. It's been an incredibly stressful week on my end, so there's that. Let's pull our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking and notice what's going on in our brains. What is hanging on from midweek? What is pushing into your to-do list? Maybe you're bumping around some things that you just can't get rid of. Let's slide all those things off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. We're going to pull that attention and awareness into that silence, into the attention of our breath. And we want to notice that soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Traditionally, we breathe into and out of the nose, but if you are experiencing difficulties with the smoke or allergies, just breathe. We are going to invite that breath to get a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. We want to balance the length of inhale to the length of exhale, but it doesn't have to be the deepest breath. It doesn't have to be the longest breath. Wherever you are in the length and balance of that breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs. We're going to reach down and add a sweep of the arms toward the ceiling as we inhale, taking that stretch up, releasing it on down. Coming on up through that stretch, we're going to take our lean. So let's go for our lateral extension. Right arm is going to drift down, keeping that space open from the shoulder to the ear. And just take a little bit of stretch. Up with the rib cage away from the hip. Rather than collapsing over the waistband, just stay long and tall. Just lean away from the hip. We're going to inhale up through center and take that exhale in the other direction. And we'll move in repetition. We're going to take 2 more sweeps in both directions. Guys, it's in the sweep, so much as an extension. And we are going to do 1 more repetition to both sides. All right, let's take our inhale up. We're going to head for a forward fold. Tracing the fingers down, I'm going to head for the block, only because I'm full of appetizers. You can rest here. We're going to rest our body weight on the elbows. It can have the knees, calves, block, or floor. Take a little rock, side to side, wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. And with the next inhale, let's lengthen up those arms, walking hands back, slowly sweeping our arms toward the ceiling. Nice big reach up. Releasing arms out, let's shrug the shoulders, soften the elbows, take a little stretch back behind the body, tucking that chin forward. And then let's release the fingertips down to our hips, turning palms face back, and let's take our head sweeps. So just tilting an ear over to one side, bowing the chin forward and sweeping to the other side. We're going to do that a couple more times. Releasing the chin forward, let's trace the fingertips around the front of the body, and we're slowly going to stack cervical spine. If you happen to be sitting with a leg in or in pleasant seated pose, we're going to swap the position of the legs. So I'm just going to switch across, take a little rock side to side. We're going to work that sweep up toward the ceiling again, nice big stretch up. Let's drop elbows back, bow the chin forward, and we're going to work into our C curve. So let's reach back into the hips. Ooh, something just popped. Scoop the belly, reach the shoulders forward, and bow the chin. Inhaling up. Big stretch up to the ceiling. Squeeze those elbows back. C-curve it back. And come on up. Wiggle the toes. Relax the feet. I'm just saying that because I got a foot cramp. And release. Nice big reach up. Let's take our forward fold. Tracing fingertips down, tucking chin. I'm going to work into my elbows. I'm moving to the block. It could be elbows, not elbows, knees, calves, ankles, block, or floor, depending on where you're at. Tuck the chin at the bottom of that fold. Wiggle the toes. Unclench the teeth. All right, next inhale, let's lengthen on up through the arms, walking hands back, taking our stretch up toward the ceiling. We're going to release those arms open, little shrug of the shoulders, soft bend in the elbows, reach back behind the body, tuck the chin. Releasing the hands down to the hips, tucking the hands back. Let's take a few more head sweeps. We're going to tilt over to one side and release and sweep over to one side and release. Bowing the chin forward, let's trace the fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. We are going to head to our backs. Yes, it is because I've got a belly full of beer. So I'm going to move my block out of the way, and I'm going to work into supine position. I'm going to take that blanket out and away so that I'm just laying on my mat. I'm going to take a little drink of water. And we're just going to ease on into the mat. Woo! All right, let's lengthen those legs. I'm actually going to creep up a little bit away from the vent. Nice big stretch. All right, so I want you to lay legs long, arms extended. And it can be comfortably out. You can take those arms out away from the ears. I want you to reach a toe. So I'm going to go with my left foot and lengthen it so far that I got to dip that hip. Tilt into the hips. And release. And now we're going to take the right foot. So I'm lifting that leg up. I'm going to reach down so far that I got to tilt that hip down. Just a gentle stretch through those obliques. Oh. All right. Bringing feet to the mat, knees to the ceiling. We're going to start with our windshield wiper sweeps. So normally we end with this, but we're going to start with it. We might end with it. I don't know where we're going tonight. We're going to take the tilt over to one side. Sweeping on up and switch. So last week I recorded it ahead of time and then gave you the wrong link. You would never have known. This week, I had it planned perfectly to step in and teach live, and I probably should have pre-recorded it. Nice big inhale up. Selling a house is like torture by razor cuts. I hate it. Oh. Oh, let's do that one more time, just because it feels pretty darn good. Really tighten the hips. All right, let's work those feet in. We are going to take a single leg Apanasana. So let's start with the left side. I'm going to hook the fingertips over the top of the left knee. Little tilt of the tailbone. Right foot is comfortably on the mat. Nice comfortable angle of the leg. We're going to use it though to leverage. So be prepared to push into that leg. Nice inhale at center. Let's just get long in the spine. Use that big long breath. And let's draw the knee in, push gently into that foot. Oh, big stretch. Inhale and wind just to the length of the arm. And exhale, draw that knee in. Let's take 3 more of those on this side. Try to keep the anchor of the knee, the supporting knee, from swaying in and out. Just gently push into that foot to tilt the hip up. And draw in. Let's two-hand that knee up into the body. Lengthen the right leg. Get nice and long through that hip. Right hand to left knee. Open up the left arm, palm to the ceiling. We're going to draw across the body. Inhale, unwind back to center. Exhale, let's do that again. We're just working in repetition. You can change the angle of the knee to find that place in the hip and piriformis, maybe even up into the oblique, that you really want to work that stretch. So either the knee can be close up to the ribs or a little further away, and you will find that place in the structure of the back and the glute med that you need to find a little bit more stretch through. One more time in that repetition. Give those toes a wiggle, starting to get a foot cramp. Unwind. Give that knee a little squeeze. Rock and roll that ankle. All right, we're going to press that heel up to the ceiling, and I'm just going to interlace those fingers right behind that leg. So we're still on the left side. All right, I'm going to just tuck my fingers behind the knee. I'm going to exhale and draw the knee up and in, drop the heel. I'm going to inhale, press the heel up, and draw in. So we're working in repetition. Release the tension, drop the heel, draw in. Press the heel up, draw in. We're going to do that 2 more times. One more time. All right, interlace those fingers. Let's take a little stretch to that hamstring. All right, I'm gonna support that leg with my left hand. If you have a strap, which I do somewhere, but I'm not gonna reach up and grab it, you can also use the strap in the left hand on the left foot in this case. I'm gonna open up my right hand and I'm gonna rock the left leg out. And now I'm gonna draw it up and take it slightly across the body. Just in a little tiny twist. Opening up, let that leg press out. Draw it on up and just take it gently across. Not a big twist. Just find that place. I'm feeling that in my hamstring. We're going to do that 2 more times. One more round. And then this time we are going to take it for the big twist. So I'm going to bring that leg up. I'm switching left hand, right hand over left leg. Sorry, I had to think about that. And draw over. And now we're going to hold in this stay. So let's just breathe here. I'm feeling that right up the glute med into the oblique insertion, latissimus dorsi, QLs. All right, let's come on up. Oh, I gotta bend that knee to do that. Bring that knee in, give it a squeeze. Rock and roll that ankle, point and flex the toe. All right, one more time on this left side. We're gonna work our active figure 4s. Ankle goes across the top of the right knee. Take the left hand to the inside of the knee, press out. Move that knee away from the body. Use that external rotation to stretch. All right, releasing both arms out, sloppy T, Floppy T, sloppy T. Palms to the ceiling. We're going to just work with the core here. So I'm going to inhale to prepare. And I'm going to exhale. I'm just drawing that opposite knee up. Are we feeling a big release? I'm feeling a big release. Inhale, take that foot to the mat. Exhale, draw it up. All right, I'm going to take my right hand, either tuck it behind the knee or reach up and take it over the top of the knee. We're going to hold here for a 6-breath stay. You can wiggle the toes of the right foot. Try to keep the left foot flexed, dorsal flexed. All right, we're going to hold here. I guess we have a few more breaths. Let's take a few more breaths. Sorry, I was rushing here. Just a couple more. All right, we're going to take a little sway side to side. So just rock that knee to the right and then rock to the left. We're just going to do this a couple more times. Rock to the right. Rock to the left. All right, we're going to take a big twist. So I want you to press the right foot to the mat. We're going to take the left foot across the right. I would like you to hold on to the left ankle with the right hand. And we're going to drop all the way over the sole of the foot to the mat. Ooh. Relax the right leg. Oh. Right through the piriformis and the glute med. Ooh, slowly unwind it. Oh, stretch that leg out. Woo! Wiggle the toes. Roll the ankles. All right, we're going to take one more hamstring stretch. So press that heel up to the ceiling. Interlace the fingers behind the leg. Whew. All right, bring that down. Lengthen that leg. Lengthen the other leg. Let's take our stretch. All right, I'm going to lift that left leg. Stretch that toe long. Tilt the hip. Oh, and relax. Lift the right leg. Tilt that hip down. Reach it. Whew. Bring the feet up. Let's go back to our windshield wiper sweeps. Take the knees over to one side. Woo-hoo. And switch. And come on up. Let's bring it in. All right, right foot. Press it up to the ceiling. Let's just take our hamstring stretch. Interlace or use the strap right behind the leg. Oh, I lied. Let's go to our Apanasana stretch. So let's tuck the fingertips over the top of that knee. That leg's hanging in the length of the arm. Left foot's on the mat. Sorry, I kind of forgot where we were going. Nice big inhale. Draw the knee up. Push into the left foot. Inhale and wind. Rock and roll those toes. Point and flex the feet. And draw up. 3 more, just like that. One more time. All right, now press that heel up, interlace the fingers right behind the hamstring, and take our little stretch here through the hamstring first. Point, give me some ankle circles there. All right, I'm gonna just unlace the fingers. I'm touching behind my knee. I'm gonna draw that knee in. Release the tension, press the heel up, and draw the leg toward you. So we're just working in repetition here. Let's do 3 more of those. Two more. All right, lengthen the left leg. I'm holding on to the right leg with my right hand, and I'm going to take it out for that adductor stretch. Draw up and just draw it gently over, not all the way. We're just going to work in repetition here. Oh, I forgot that bent knee twist. We'll go there next. All right, let's take our bent knee repetition. So I'm going to bend the knee, left knee across right knee, left knee across right knee, left hand across right knee. See, it doesn't matter. It's the same kind of gobbledygook, whether I've had a beer or not. Take it across and unwind. Take it across and unwind. One more time. And unwind. All right, we are going to go for the big cross now. Press that heel up. Nice big inhale and take it over. We're going to hold here for the 4 breaths today. All right, coming on up. All right, one more time. We're going to take the right ankle over the left knee, push into the right leg, and externally rotate that leg. All right, we're going to take our figure 4 repetition, and we're going to work our 4 beat repetition and then take our 4 breath stay. So we inhale in position and draw up with that knee. And again. 2 more, just like that. And let's come on up. I'm just gonna tuck my fingertips right behind that knee or maybe over the top. And we're holding for this 6 breath stay. It's a big, long stay. Again, wiggle the toes of the left foot. Try to keep the right foot flexed. 4 more deep, balanced breaths. All right, we're going to release the foot to the mat. Take the left hand to the right ankle. We're going to drop that sole of the right foot, cross into the twist. Try to keep that right knee open away from the body. Don't let it collapse. Try to rotate it. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's come on up. And we're going to take 1 more hamstring. So press the heel to the ceiling. Interlace the fingers behind the knee. Give me a little leverage against that leg. All right, let's lengthen those legs. Stretch the arms, get long through the body. We're going back to our windshield wiper sweeps. We're going to add a stay to this round. So we've worked through some hamstring, we've worked through some hip, and we are worked through some adductor, and we're going to work into a little deeper stretch through the rotation. So we're going to take 2 more of these sweeps. All right, we're headed over to that first side. We're going to take the tilt, and now I'm on the right, so I don't know if you went to right or left, but I'm going to take I guess it's the inside foot over the top of the outside knee, and I'm adding the weight of that leg to the interior rotation of the hip, and I'm feeling it right in the piriformis, and the glute medius, right there. And just breathe and relax. Try to unclench the teeth. Okay, unhook that foot. Come on back. I'm going to come in and let's take a little pelvic tilt here. Tilt up. Release that low back and glute. And release. Let's do that 2 more times. Just a little pelvic tilt up. And 1 more time. All right, let's move those toes out. I'm going to go to the left. You're going to go to whatever side is second. Take those knees over. And again, I'm going to take the inside foot over the top of the outside knee, and I'm adding the weight of that leg and the tension. I'm pushing down into that interior rotation. And unhook it. Come on up to center. Heel to that end. We're going to take these pelvic tilts again. So let's inhale, just tilt up. Oh. Releasing on down. Tilt up. Releasing on down. Tilting up. And releasing on down. Oh. All right. We're going to work a few rounds of active cobbler. So bring those heels close to the glutes. Press the legs together. Calves, knees, thighs. With an inhale, we're going to open the knees. Just let them hang. We're rocking to the edge of the feet. Press the hips into the mat. Draw the knees in. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhaling, just take that beat where you relax into the hang. Press the hips down, draw the knees up. 2 more. All right, let's move the feet a little bit further away from the glutes. Take a little sway side to side. We're going to take those 4 repetitions. Inhale. Let the knees hang. Woo-hoo. Press the low back in, draw the knees together. Inhale. Press the low back, draw the knees together. 1 more time. Inhale. And press. 1 more little scooch. So I'm at the widest comfortable point with the heels. I'm going to inhale and let them hang. Press the back into the mat. Scoop the low belly. Draw them together. 2 more, just like that. I lied. 3 more. Now it's 2 more. And last round. All right, we're going to bring the hands over the knees. Give them a little squeeze. Oh, left side is on fire. Take a little sway side to side. We're going to drop the knees open. We're going to take our Apanasana in 2 rounds. So we're going to take a wide angle Apanasana. So I'm going to just take the knees. I'm going to take my hands to the outsides of the knees and let those knees open. Let's take a little rock side to side. All right, so we're going to work some Apanasana here in this wide angle. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. Inhale in position. And now exhale. Draw the knees toward the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone up. Big low back release. Hoo-wee. Release on down to the length of the arm. And exhale. Draw it up. So we're going to work this 4 more repetitions. And 1 more. Ooh, take the hands to the insides of the knees and press out. Let the legs hang with the weight of the arms. Wiggle the toes, point and flex, roll the ankles. All right, bring the knees in, give them a little squeeze. Take the feet to the mat, a little closer to the glutes. We're going to take a big sway side to side. So we're going to keep the knees, calves, and thighs together. Just drop over and take that release. Inhaling up. I'm just keeping my feet on the floor. And I'm going to drop over and take that release. We're going to do that 2 more repetitions. All right, we're going to bring our knees up, fingertips over the tops of the knees, and we're going to take our Apanasana here at the regular stance. So knees in a neutral position. Nice big inhale. Exhale, draw the knees up. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale. Draw them up. So we're just going to continue in about 4 more repetitions. Two more. Take a little sway, side to side. Nice big slow roll. All right, we're going to work a little knee circle. So I'm going to draw knees up. I'm just going to float the knees over my hips. Arms open, palms up. Let's inhale to center. We're going to drop over to one side, lower the toes to the mat, sweep across the body, and draw up. Big circle. Now we're going to do it the same in the other direction. So just tilt over, lower the feet to the mat, sweep through, and up. We're just going to move in repetition, changing the directions each time. Let's do that one more time in both directions. All right, bring the knees up, give them a squeeze. Let's take a little sway side to side. All right, I need a little extra cobbler, so let's just go there together. I'm going to find an angle that's going to work for me. So press the soles of the feet together. You decide. If you want your heels close up to the glutes, you're going to get a little deeper into hip flexors. If you go a little bit further away, you're going to go down into adductors. So you figure out where you want this little extra relief. And we're going to hold here for just a few breaths. All right, press the hips into the mat, press the low back into the mat. Take those knees up, give them a squeeze. All right, we're going to work into Shavasana. So you're going to figure out where you are going to take your final relaxation. It could be legs fully extended, arms at your sides, palms up. It could be feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling, little tented in so they rest against each other. You can roll a blanket under the knees, tuck a blanket under the neck, or fold a blanket under hips and low back. Just keep your torso and hips in the same plane. Only because you don't want to hear me snoring, I'm going to come up and take seated. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Be sure to make yourself comfortable in terms of your body temperature. We're in this lovely moment of fall where we have cool nights, cool mornings, so don't get chilled. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Pulling our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. Now let's go to our forehead. That's where we're going to go. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale, noticing all of the tiny little muscles across the lines of the eyebrows from temple to temple. Relax that space and feel the temples melt a little deeper toward the floor. Feel soft through the cheeks, unclench the teeth. Let the tongue relax away from the roof of the mouth. Feel soft down through both sides of the neck. Let the shoulder caps and the shoulder blades melt a little deeper toward the mat. Relax through biceps and triceps. Wiggle the elbows. Little shake of the forearms. Wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. And let the upper body relax toward the floor. Feel the shoulder blades get heavy. Notice the base of the neck. We're going to slide down the length of the spine with the awareness. Notice the ribs on either side of the body. Maybe a little rock side to side with the torso. Little rock side to side with the hips. Little tuck of the tailbone. And then release the torso against the mat. Notice the glutes, let that relax. Feel that release from the hamstrings across the tops of the quads. Wrap back around through the calves, little wiggle of the toes, roll the ankles, and now let the lower body rest completely into the mat. Moving that attention and awareness now into the state and quality of our thinking. Let's slide anything that's pushing into our awareness off to the side, creating a nice, clear, open field. And let's anchor that silence into the awareness of the breath and follow the breath into and out of the lungs. Let's pull some deeper breaths into the lungs. Big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. Wiggling fingers, rolling wrists, wiggling toes, rolling ankles. Take a nice gentle stretch out from the center of the body with the arms into the T. Releasing those arms down to the hips. Let's take a knee up and give it a squeeze. Bring in the other knee up. And let's take our rock side to side, rolling from one hip, across the low lumbar to the other. Just a little easy release through the low back and hips. And then taking that moment to rock completely over to one side, resting your head on your arm. And you can stay there. You can actually just stay on your back or roll to the side. If you want to work your way up to seated position, you can. But we're going to take a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form on this end of the practice. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking, let's invite that silence to stay, anchoring it for the rest of the evening. And finally, just checking in with the breath. Soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Now, wherever you're at, we're going to release, practice, blinking eyes open. I'm in seated, so I'm going to take just a gentle stretch out to the ceiling. If you are on your side or on your back, maybe taking an easeful yawning stretch. Just taking a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do tonight and all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. People, thank you so much for supporting the online gig. I really, really appreciate the initial belief in the fucking yoga company online. I like that. Ran into a couple of clients on the patio at Peculiar Brewing, and they said, when are you coming back to the rack? And I said, when they have a vaccine, or when the rec requires N95 masks during the workouts. That didn't, I don't know if that flew or not, but that's what's going on. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening. If you have any questions, you can email me, yoga@jclynn.com. The website's the EFFING, yogablog.com. Let's see what's happening. I'm kind of sleepy now after that beer and yoga. The yoga book, the fucking yoga book, Yoga for the Rest of Us, is coming out in November. Very excited about it. Audio, print, and ebook. Hey, you guys, you sustaining and loyalty members, if you check your email tomorrow, you're going to get a preview of the cover. Yay! Ahead of everybody else. The newsletter's coming out tomorrow. You're going to get a sneak preview of the cover before anybody else. And it will be a blog post in addition, a little rant and rave about yoga. Actually, not a rant and rave. I love yoga. It's going to be all about how I love yoga. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Keeping me safe, keeping you safe, and keeping our groove on. Guys, thank you so much for the patience and the support. I really, truly appreciate it. And I'm out. That's all I've got. Peculiar Brewing, 2 thumbs up. No food, good beer. Beautiful patio. That's where I'm at. So have a good evening, and I will hopefully hear from you, see you. What's today? Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. Vini yoga on Friday for some of you, and beginning yoga and vinyasa yoga on Saturday. There will also be a foam roller workshop coming up. My goal is October, but I think it might be in November. Fingers crossed, we will be moving October 30th. So keep your fingers crossed, because that will be the next chapter in the fucking yoga company. Anyway, have a good evening. Have a good sleep. It's the perfect sleeping weather. Good night.